the past 4 billion years, organisms managed to stay alive in the Earth's battleground for survival. Only the fittest survives, and those who fail to adapt perish. So which organisms were the chosen ones? Organisms use unique reproductive strategies to leave stronger offspring. Nature demands them to choose the most effective survival method, and they respond with ongoing perseverance and effort. A relentless struggle to pass down more genes efficiently in the endless cycle of evolution. Survivors are the final winners. Organisms practice extraordinary and amazing reproductive strategies to avoid extinction. Even now, nature's choice for successful reproduction keeps the Earth's circle of life going. South America's luscious rainforests are called the lungs of the Earth. There is a swamp with brown water in the jungle. This unique shade was created by the fallen dead leaves. But there is something living here, hiding among the dead leaves. She disguises herself as a dead leaf and spends most of her time at the bottom of the swamp. Her flat body is unique enough, but her back is shaped like a honeycomb. At that moment, something breaks through the skin and swims out. The baby toads burst out of their mother's back like little sprouts. These toads with a bizarre reproductive method are the Suriname toads, pipa pipa. The rainy season has arrived. When the rain passes, the swamp becomes rich with plankton. For the aquatic animals and plants, this is the perfect opportunity for healthy breeding. For the pipa pipa that feed on small fish, it is also the best time to reproduce. The pipa pipa lying flat on the floor like a leaf has a broad back with small spikes. Because it's flat, it can hide very easily from its natural enemies. The male climbs on the back of the female to mate. There are about 7,700 amphibian species in the world, but these little toads' reproduction method is the most bizarre. After mating, the back of the female looks very rough. Like the volcanic rocks formed when lava cools down, the toad's back is full of holes. Inside these holes, that resemble a honeycomb, are the pipa pipa's eggs. The female's flat back slowly fattens up and reaches an ideal condition to protect the eggs. The female raises her offspring in her back for up to 5 months. The offspring spend their tadpole stage inside their mother's back and are born as tiny toads. The female must swim to the surface of the water to breathe every 30 minutes, and to provide oxygen to her offspring, she becomes a bit more diligent. Taking care of 100 or so eggs is a very serious responsibility. It's food. Her tiny eyes capture the prey. She waits motionless and sucks in the fish in a flash. Her big mouth and long front legs increase her success rate. By becoming one with their offspring, the pupa practices a self-sacrificing reproductive strategy. Compared to the simple method of laying a massive amount of eggs, this nurturing method takes more care but ensures a higher survival rate. The offspring born after receiving unrivaled protection from their mother. They dash out into the world as if breaking of their umbilical cords. Toward the end of the breeding season, the female's back is covered in scars from giving birth. No matter how painful the process is, for the sake of successful reproduction, nature doesn't even flinch. For if you fail to survive, the evidence of your existence becomes a faint memory in the history of life. While Suriname toads invest heavily in nurturing their offspring, Korean toads invest all their energy into producing more eggs instead of nurturing them. This is breeding season for toads. The male toads compete aggressively to win the female. The female toad is in the process of mating, but the other male toads are unable to give up, and they are battling. That unrelenting male toad may never be able to have any offspring if he gives up now. A female toad lays more than 30,000 eggs at a time. She lays black eggs encased in a jelly-like tube, and it is over 16 meters in length. Instead of nurturing, these toads spend all their energy in producing massive amounts of eggs. The male's strong urge to mate makes him hang on to the back of the female and encourage her to keep laying eggs. But another male appears in an attempt to steal his mate. His reckless attempt earns him a powerful kick on his head, knocking him away. The toads compete fiercely to find a mate, as if their lives depended on it, but once the eggs are laid, they don't look after them. Their reproductive strategy focuses solely on quantity.